I'm joined this evening by Mr. Abram Nehemiah, the Deputy Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Forestry. Good evening, sir. Welcome to Talk of the Nation.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, viewers.
We are also joined by Dr. Veno Shivute, who is the Chief Executive Officer of NAM Water. Good evening, sir. Welcome to Talk of the Nation.
Good evening, Hilda. Good evening, viewers.
And then thirdly, we are joined by Mr. Pierre Botha, who is an independent hydrogeologist. Good evening, sir. Welcome to Talk of the Nation.
Good evening, Hilda. Good evening, viewers.
And finally, we are joined by Mr. Pierre van Rensburg, who is the Strategic Executive of Infrastructure, Water and Technical Services at the City of Windhoek. Good evening, sir. Welcome to Talk of the Nation.
Thank you, Hilda. It's a pleasure to be back.
I'd like to start with you and specifically ask you, sir, 3 months before the city and central Namibia runs completely dry, what will happen after September as we sit here this evening?
Yes, Hilda, thank you very much. I like the way you have done your introduction by saying we run dry if no drastic measures are taken. So it means there is a way and there is a hope. All what we have to do is just to assist each other in getting those measures implemented. And the good thing is that these measures are not something that's there for the technical people. It's something for everyone. Every citizen, every resident of the city of Windhoek have to do something. And if we all bring our part into this whole equation, so definitely Windhoek will not completely run dry. It will be tough. It might be tough really to move to the next rain season, but there are really means that we can do for us to get there.
We'll hear a little bit more about that during the course of this program, but I'd like to come to you, Dr. Shivute, specifically for the interest of the public watching this program right now. Where do we get our current water supply from?
The primary sources of water currently is rainfall that we receive, but the actual sources where we get that water from, we have 3 dams that are supplying Windhoek. Number 1 is the Von Bach Dam in Okahanja, where water is purified and then pumped to Windhoek. We have the Swakopmund Dam, which is west of Okahanja. Water is also pumped from Swakopmund Dam to Von Bach Dam for purification. And then we do have the Omatako Dam, which is southeast of Oshiwarongo. Water is also pumped there to Von Bach Dam, purified and sent to Windhoek. In addition to that, there are boreholes belonging to the city of Windhoek, where volumes that are pumped every year are agreed upon depending on the rainfall season. If we had a good rainfall season, the amount that they actually pump is minimal. If we had a poor rainfall season, like now, they have to pump more. And then finally, we also have water that comes from Combat and Berhaukas, which is pumped by NAM Water to Von Bach and then to Windhoek.
Can I ask you, Mr. van Rensburg, what are the current dam levels if you look at where you then, as the city of Windhoek, get the water from to deliver it to our homes, to the industrial sector of this country, to government, etc.?
Hilda, as the dams are owned and operated by NAM Water, I would rather have them answer the question themselves.
All right, I'll ask NAM Water and then I'll come back to you with a follow-up question in any event. Maybe Dr. Shivute, you can tell us what are the current dam levels specifically, when you talk specifically about the Von Bach Dam.
In fact, I omit to mention one other source, which is actually the reclamation plant belonging to the city of Windhoek, where they purify the water that comes from the city. Now, the current dam levels are very low. Omatako Dam is actually empty at the present moment.
Completely empty.
We have, there are a few drops there, but all the water have been pumped to Von Bach Dam. Swakopmund Dam is around 9%, and then Von Bach Dam is also around 12–13%. So those are very low percentages if you compare the historical levels of these dams.
Now, so from the Von Bach Dam to the city of Windhoek, how does that relationship work and how do you eventually get the water to my house?
Hilda, we as a local authority, we buy from NAM Water as a bulk supplier. In a normal situation, when you don't have a drought or any water issues, we buy about in excess of 75%, in excess of 3/4 of our water from NAM Water. So currently, the supply is in short, and the running dry that you refer to is basically the dams running out of water. So that means we as a city lose 3/4 of our supply. That is the actual fact of it.